You see, I saw a new mother. She was confused because she never knew what to do with the child she's having because the child is running temperature. And she was panicking. Everybody was just telling her, Mother, calm down. Oh, is this your first child? She said, Yes. Don't worry, it's just a normal temperature. The body will calm down. Maybe the child is trying to teeth. And don't worry, these are normal things we see in the hospital. Stop panicking. She was sharing tears. And this is one of the reasons why I'm telling us the story of what our parents never told us about parenting. And this is the part two of it. If you've not watched the part one, please go there. You might find it interesting. And some of the behaviors as a new mothers that we exhibit, that sometimes when we now look back, we'll just tell ourselves, we really fool ourselves when we are doing this thing. Oh. Because the first one, you use it to learn in the job. But the second one, you are not kind of semi-perfect. Then the third one, you are not even perfect. When the child is doing a big day, I don't see this type before. So this is one of the things I'm going to be telling us in this video. And the last thing is what the doctor told me. Please watch to the end. Let me tell you what the doctor told me that I said is not going to happen. And at the end of the day, guess what? It happens. And I was like, how will I go back to go and tell the doctor that your prophecy has come to pass? I am not interested in this kind of prophecy. Well, if you are interested, let's dive in. You see, I'm going to be using myself as a typical example of this particular episode of what we are never told as a young mother. What our parents never told us. Well, you see, we only knew that they would tell you, she's pregnant, and you are just happy with the child in your stomach that, oh, I'm going to have a baby, I'm going to have a complete family. But one thing they never told you that this kind of thing is a journey. And in this journey, you are going to learn in the job. It's not going to be what you ordered, it's going to be what you ordered versus what you got. What you ordered is the books you read, the things you were told, antenatal you went to, the way people paint labor pain, and when you now becomes your reality, it is what you got. This time around, it is only you that can explain your pain. Nobody is explaining it for you. You know that kind of thing that you will be the one jumping, dancing, and nobody is telling you, how is it? Can I help you? So throughout the process, you are just enjoying, thinking, oh, the clothes you are going to buy, the kind of diapers, the baby room, how it's going to look like and all. But you are never preparing towards the D-Day. But a lot of people will always prepare towards the D-Day. But for first timers, they don't, because everything, you see them googling symptoms, how it's going to look like. People will teach you their own, but it is you that will experience your own. Are you getting it now? Yes, everybody will tell you, my leg was like this, my waist wanted to. But when you start experiencing your own, then you can be able to tell the next person, that was not what I was feeling. This was how I was feeling, because it is your own pain. And that was in my own case. You find out that when it was time to give birth, it was not something very funny. You see, all the books, mother care, father care, that I've been reading, pregnant woman, pregnancy that I've been reading. See, I didn't remember anyone. That is the truth. There was no one I remembered. All I want was, this baby, you have to come out. The pain was not here. And considering somebody like me that don't even have a pain threshold, any little thing is a million times food pain. So imagine in that stage, I cried, I wept, I was like, why did they tell me that this is how it is? And the nurses were not like, oh, were you not told that it was painful? And I guess what I said, it was painful, but they never told me it was this painful. And they were just laughing, and they tell me when the real pain comes, I will understand, not knowing that I was just learning. I was just beginning. And this is to you that have experienced it. Please, if you have, drop it in the comment section. Let's laugh a little. What is one thing you said during labor that at the end of the day you're asking yourself, were you the one that actually said it? I have a lot. In fact, I told the midwife, I said they should seal it up that I don't want again. And they laughed and said, we've seen your type. Okay, let's continue. Now, after the delivery, then I now knew that it is not only to just put the breast in the child's mouth that it is to feed the child. You have to know how to put it. That becomes another problem. The midwives, they were hearing the way the baby was, and they were like, who is that? I was so shocked, as if I did something wrong. And they said, no, you are not doing it well. This is how to do it. And nobody tells you that For a first time mom to lactate, it is painful. Nobody tells you that. You get to know why you are in the job. The pain is not here. Nobody tells you that this is how you will do it. Only very few persons that become experienced will not tell you, oh, keep wearing a tight bra. Don't make sure you leave yourself so that the pain will be reduced. Nobody tells you. And the worst part is this, they will keep giving you food that will want to make you lactate and forgetting the pains you are feeling. Oh God, you're forgetting the pains you are feeling, and they will keep telling you eat so that your baby will have food to eat, and you are just in pain. Now they've discharged you, you've gotten home. There are a lot of people that have come to the house, and the house is just is busy. Everybody's coming and going, celebration. Yes, you are happy. And one thing they forgot to tell you that this thing is just a short period. That all these people coming and going, trying to help you do omogo, that they will all leave one day. Oh, it is you and your baby and your spouse that will be remaining. So what will not happen there? You see that cry, whenever the baby is crying, a mother-in-law comes, father-in-law comes, they help you carry the child, and you are not even worried, you are just enjoying yourself. My dear, enjoy it while it lasts, because once they go, you will now understand the meaning of we learn in the job. Because now the baby is crying, nobody is there to help you carry, it is left for you and your spouse, and God help you, you have a good spouse that can take care of a child. You are blessed. But let me shock you, a lot of our guys don't even know how to take care of babies. So it's not left for you to start learning in the job. You see, when I tell you that you learn in a job when it comes to parenting, is one important thing that you have to just put at the back of your mind, that yes, it's not you and you and you alone. Okay, now you are alone with a child. You need to cook. The child is crying. Your husband has gone to work and is coming back. You need to prepare dinner. Then you will not know how to put that baby in your back. Therapy. See that shakara wey they say, I will keep the child in the cot. The baby will be in his room playing with different toys. Omo pikin no dey hear that language. When you are busy the most, that is when the baby is crying and telling you, I need your attention. At the end of the day, you see frustration start coming in. And that is why you see a lot of our first time mother seeping into depression, because in the first 1 month there are people there to help you, but after that you are not alone, you are not used to, and sometimes it is not everyone that is even used to carrying children. Like me, I have the phobia of sleeping with a child on the bed, because I feel I will roll on the child. So because of that, you find me, I'm always waking up to check if I've rolled over the baby or not. And at the end of the day, I will not start having headache and be thinking, what did I do wrong? Is this how they do it, that my mates are giving birth to 5, 6, 7 children? And one thing nobody will tell you, that children are different. You might have a babies that are quiet while they were younger, while they were still babies, and as the child continue to grow, the child become a crying baby. Or you might have the harsh one while the child is small, and that child will never give you peace, that whenever the child is crying, I know of someone that whenever the child is crying, the mother will be crying along with the child, because she's confused. She doesn't even know what to do, because the baby cries a lot. God help you. Say you can't get pikin wey be say her second name na cry. Every seconds, the child is not hungry, the child does not run temperature, the child, nothing is wrong with the child, but the child just tell you say im hobby na cry. Wahala dey o, because you go confuse pass anything wey dem dey cause confusion. Reason be that you will take that child out, take that child to the hospital, and they will tell you nothing is wrong with the child, but the child keeps crying. Oh, I forgot to say, what of during colic period? Mine, I will not be asking myself, who sent me message? Who asked me this one? Because little child is turning, and you'll be feeling the pain with the child. Oh, motherhood is priceless. Seriously priceless. Hmm. And nobody will just tell you that, oh, this is normal. It is a process. And sometimes when things are going wrong, because you keep hearing, oh, it is normal, that is how it is. Sometimes we mother, we don't really now know when things are not normal. And sometimes it becomes too late, and sometimes we grab it early, quickly rush the child to the hospital, and see that the child gets treated. Motherhood is priceless, and in this process, we learn through the job. Yes, nobody told me a lot of things. When it gets to a particular stage, how do we do it? But there's one thing I love about mother and the way God created. We have this instinct. When it gets to this stage, there are ways we navigate it. As we move to this stage, from this stage to another stage, we can navigate through it. I hope this helped a lot of new mothers that yes, the phobia of getting pregnant might be good. I be the happiness. It might just be good. Yes. The issue or the era of, or let me say the happiness of having a child is good. But nobody told you that behind that happiness there are stress. And for you to have a successful parenting, there are stress you need to go through. And these are some of the example or some of the things I faced while I was nursing my children. You see, the word the doctor actually told me is this. Mm. After I was shouting and I was telling the doctor, you see, I will never come back here again. Nothing, please, so that place, I will never. And the doctor was like, don't worry, 9 months' time, you will come back here again and come and tell me you are pregnant. Um, did he lie? No. Did it happen? Yes. What happened? I started crying. I started crying because I was reasoning what I went through in the first one. I was practically crying, and I was like, I won't go back to the doctor to go and tell the doctor this is what is happening because he told me specifically that we've seen your type. You will come back 9 months time, and you still be the one to start crying and telling me it was a mistake. That was what actually happened. I hope this episode was interesting. I hope you learned one or two things. Until I come your way next time, have a beautiful